All right, welcome to another USI Tech Talk. We're waiting on a couple of presenters here. I'm going to jump into our Conquering Wear and Tear with Ceramics today. So we're going to go over some of the Resimac products that we offer. Uh, so most of our ceramics fall into the 200 series for Resimac. And their attributes are that they have really great impact and wear resistance. They come in a paste grade and a fluid grade, so good for smaller repairs like pitting for the fluid grade, and good for even bigger repairs with the paste grade where you need to fill things out. They're good for internal applications like pumps and vessels. They have excellent chemical protection, excellent heat resistance, applications on metal surfaces underwater. They're solvent-free, so there's no harmful smells. And they're applied with plastic spatula, applicator, or brush. These are primarily for metal substrates, but they can be used on a couple of different substrates as well. So this is a bronze impeller refurbishment that we did a while back. The problem is that a power plant on a lake, they had this bronze impeller that suffered extensive corrosion and erosion of the base metal. They were looking for a cost-effective alternative to buying new equipment and to minimize the downtime in the plant. So the substrate on this one was a bronze impeller. We used our Resimac 204 and 202. So essentially our solution there was, according to the TDS, we blast cleaned to a minimum of NACE 2, and then we applied one coat of the Resimac 204 HD as a reinforced repair, which provides excellent abrasion resistance. Resimac 204, it's simple and safe to use. It's designed for areas that are subjected to cavitation and impungement damage. Right, and then we put two coats of Resimetal 202 ceramic repair fluid on there to give extra protection, right? So we kind of built it back up with that 204 and used the 202 to create a protective barrier. You apply it in those two coats with two different colors, very specifically so that you can do a visual inspection. And when you start seeing that undercoat shine through, it's time to reapply that top coat. That way you're not getting any damage on your substrate, right? So that bronze can be protective for a really long time if you continue to coat when you do see that second coat color come through. So they were very pleased with this repair. It was quick and efficient. It lasted 5 years until the plant was essentially shut down. So we don't know how long it would have lasted after that. Here's another one that we did, which is a water pump that we refurbished. So a major water plant, they were concerned about the erosion and corrosion of their 1,500 horsepower water pump. Instead of replacing the pump, they contacted us for a repair and protective solution. And this one, the substrate was steel. We used our Resimetal 201 ceramic repair paste and the Resimetal 203 ceramic repair fluid. So the water pump was first abrasive blast to NACE number 2, getting it to near white metal. As the corrosion to the pump, it was pretty significant and had to be rebuilt using the Resimetal 201. So if you're familiar with our 101 repair paste, the 201 is a very similar product to that, but it has ceramics built into it, so it's a little bit more durable on the abrasive side. Then again, we used two coats of Resimetal 203. They were applied to prevent future erosion and corrosion. The Resimetal 203 also helped to improve the efficiency of the water pump and reduced the electrical consumption of it. Ultimately, the coating saved the customer over $30,000 in electrical consumption each year that it was in service. And our solution ensured the proper operation of the water pump for years. Here's another one that we did with our ceramics. This is an Axial flow pump at a wastewater treatment plant. This Axial flow pump, it was damaged, no longer functioning at peak efficiency. They were looking for a cost-effective solution to repair the equipment and prolong its useful service life, instead of taking the more expensive option to replacing the equipment. Here we used our 201 paste again for repairs, and then the 202 as protective coating on this flow pump. So all the loose material, the rust, and the surface contaminants, including the existing coatings, were removed by abrasive blasting. Then Resimetal 201 ceramic repair paste was used to fill in the damaged area to achieve the original profile on the pumps. The Resimetal 202 ceramic repair fluid was then applied to protect the repaired pumps from further damage. The Resimetal 202 ceramic repair fluid, it was using a two-coat system, again with those two different colors. That's really important, especially with these systems designed to protect against abrasion. So those two different colors, you can see that second color peeking through, it's time to reapply the top coat. Um, Another case study here that we did, we had a vertical inline pump for a cooling tower. So the vanes on this vertical inline pump at this cooling tower for a refinery had severe abrasion wear because of the 30 years of service that it provided. The client wanted to see how the Resimac products could compete against the competition, and it came out with an exceptional review. So here we used a bunch of different products. We used Resimetal 201 repair paste. We used some reinforcement mesh to help us build back up parts of it that were severely damaged. Some 202 ceramic repair fluid as a coating, and then some 501 CRSG in two colors as the final coating product. So the vane, it was 50% gone, right? So we had to build it back up with that 201 repair paste and the 808 reinforcement tape. After we rebuilt that piece, there were 6 other pieces of the pump that we coated with 2 coats of the Resimetal 202 ceramic repair fluid on the inside. Created a smoother surface for pump efficiency and provided more abrasion resistance. All of the external pieces of the pump were then coated with the Resichem 501 in 2 colors. Again, with that 2-color system, really hammering that one home here, is you put those on in 2 contrasting colors so that when you start to see the second color come through, it's time to recoat that product. That way, you're going to have really, really long-term protection on those pieces. And those are the case studies that we had to share with you today. I'm going to turn on everybody's mics here in just a second, just in case we have some Q&A. And you'll have to unmute yourself individually, but are there any questions that anyone has about the Resimac 200 series ceramics? Give you guys a couple seconds here. All right, I'm not seeing any hands pop up or any questions. I appreciate everybody joining us today. If you do want to, reach out to us about our ceramic repair options or our ceramic coatings, you can reach out to us at office@usigroups.com. You can visit us online at usigroups.com, or you can give us a call on our main line at 248-735-7000. Thank you for joining us today, and have a great Wednesday.